What's up YouTube, this is your boy G back in another video. Today we're gonna unbox and test this webcam from Creative. This is the Creative Livecam V3. This is actually 2K resolution. I'm currently using a Logitech C922 Pro, which will also do some comparison. But right now, the one that you're seeing right now actually is the Creative Livecam 2K, so you can check the quality right away. So this is our box here, looking neat. But on the box you can see key features, right? QHD for resolution up to 30 FPS on that resolution. Touch control again on the top, 4x zoom, dual built-in microphone, and up to 95 viewing angle. So a couple of things there, and this is how it looks like. Pretty standard for webcam. Looks like any other webcam out there. Let's go ahead and open it up. A couple of paperwork here, a lot of paperwork there, and nothing much, right? Just the webcam itself, containing this little plastic thingy here with its USB cable permanently mounted to it. All of the webcams are still permanently connected, or at least the one that I tested. I don't know why it's not like, removable cable, but I guess for the price point, it is what it is, but it looks good, right? This is the one that I really like. It has this privacy stuff here, right? Which is pretty cool because my Logitech doesn't have that. And this one, if you don't want it to be snooping around, right, you can just simply close it. Not much really on the bottom. It's also the standard webcam feet where you can put it on your monitor and also screw it on a mount like a tripod or something. And that's what we're gonna do. All right, now we're back. So I set it up on my OBS here. So I'm currently using my PC and OBS, pulling video feeds or recording feeds from both of the camera. This view that you're seeing right now is from my Creative Livecam V3. And take note, I'm actually on a very close room, right? A small room, my gaming room. I don't have a window that is open. It's about 6:30 in the afternoon, so there's no light bleeding from outside. I just currently have my some pin lights on the top. Again, this is the Creative Livecam V3, and we'll toggle really quick. Now this one that you're seeing right now is the Logitech C922 Pro, right? So I'm pointing at that one just to ensure that I'm viewing the correct webcam here. This is the one that is activated right now. I see you. I see you. That's the Logitech C922 Pro, and this is actually just 1080p, right? I believe it's also limited to 30 FPS only. Because on my configuration it just can, it can only go to 30 FPS. But let me know down in the comments below if I'm wrong or what. But yeah, I've been using this webcam for a couple of years now. Bam. Okay, so this is the Creative Livecam 2K, and this camera or this webcam has a couple of tricks on its sleeve, right? So one thing that I really like, first and foremost, of course, it's 2K, right, compared to the Logitech 1080p only, and it can also go to 60 FPS. As you can probably see right now, it's smoother. Again, we'll conduct some side-by-side analysis there, but this is the one that I find really interesting. There's like a touch sensitive above it on the top, and look at that, right? So it changes right away. That's kind of like the zoom level. So this is the maximum kind of like FOB, right? It will really capture a lot, which is pretty good because let me go back really quick to the Logitech, which I can't do anything else right now. This is the Logitech. So if I need to change the FOB for the Logitech or the angle, I will have to move it, backwards, which I don't have any space anymore in my table. So that is a big no-no on the Logitech. But on the Creative, it's super wide, as you can see, right? So this is the super wide. You can even see the side of my monitor, right? My ultra wide monitor, which is absolutely far already from the Logitech's. Again, this is Logitech, as you can see, and they're pretty much angled the same, right? If you notice, you can capture the door, and pretty much the same, right? The Logitech might be tilted a little bit on this one. This way you can actually see the whole face of Joker there, but not that much. On the Creative Livecam V3, again, you can go as far as this is the first mode, and then you can zoom it closer just a tiny bit if you want to, zoom it a lot further, which is, I think, this ideal, right? This is probably the one that I'm going to use in my Zoom meeting and all. And then if you really want to like kind of like talk to your boss, demand increase, something like that, that's probably not going to be approved anyway. You can use this to like, boss, 3 other companies are already chasing me. I need some increase, right? And when he asks you what are those companies, just tell him electricity, gasoline, or credit cards, and your water, right? That's what I did, and it did not work. Going back, let me go ahead and check the side-by-side real quick here, right? Let's go to a different scene here. Again, I'm using OBS. So down on the bottom here, it's the Creative Live Cam 2K version 3. And on the top is Logitech C922 Pro. As you can see, I'm very much zoomed in, right, or closer to the Creative here. But on the Logitech, it's pretty much, good, right? It's covering. Again, angles a little bit off there. So let me see if I can move the Logitech actually here. Okay, I'll just move it on the fly here just to capture a little bit there. But this is the zoom version of the Creative. Again, if we will put it back, right, to same focal point already, or FOB rather, as you can see, it will get a lot, right? My PC here, my PlayStation lamp, and then everything else, including this even side of monitor, which I cannot get on the other side. Let's see if we can still move it. Again, Joker there, and that's how it looks like. Now for the zoom, again, you have the farthest one a little bit closer, and I think Logitech is right like here, right, a little bit. But yeah, I definitely prefer this. Now, one thing that I haven't mentioned yet is this Creative Live Cam is also equipped with the privacy there. You can even see the actual material for the privacy. So it's just a little cap, right, like a cover that you just tilt up, and bam, you're done, right? You're private, whatever business you're doing. If you want to keep that private, you can do that with that privacy tab. Now going back on this one real quick here, so we're really zoomed in on this one actually, together with the other. You think that it's not zoom in with the Logitech, but this is zoom in, and this is the Logitech one, which is gathering a lot of lights as well. But again, if we will pull up or pull back, at least to the third one, they're pretty much on par for the zoom quality. This Creative camera is much closer to me than the Logitech, at least like this level, right? So you already have that as well. I don't think I need to even tell you the difference, right, that I can see here. I believe this will just be outputted in 1080p as for my settings for OBS, but you can clearly see, for example, on the movement, right? So this is 60 FPS, I believe, and on my hands there, right? So on the bottom, that is the Creative Live Cam, and you can see my movement's pretty sharp, right? Pretty clear. It's definitely capturing that 60 FPS. However, on the top, right, on the Logitech C922 Pro, of course, you can see a lot of blurriness there, right? Now, not really big of a deal, if you're not sensitive to motion blur or something, it's fine, but you can clearly see the difference right there, all right? So again, if you're moving clearly, the good thing about this is, again, if you're in a meeting or you're doing streaming or something, and if you're moving a lot, after a while actually of moving like that, whoever's watching you, whoever you're talking to, might actually get dizzy, right? If you're producing a lot of motion blur, like you see that. So a lot of motion blur on the top there, while on the bottom you can clearly see my hand gestures, right? Every little bit that I'm doing here, but there's a lot of motion blur on the top already. Now on the bottom, on the Creative Live Cam 2v3 or version 3, you can see that it's clearly capturing very stable image, right? Of course, if you if you get like nitty-gritty of it, like this one, if you get closer, because it's not a daylight or sunlight, you will see the noise, right? Especially in this zoom version. If you pull back, it's like the best quality I can get. And then as you get further on the zoom, of course, you might get some zoom quality right there. However, if you go to Logitech at that actual zoom, the entire full screen of my recording right now, you will see a lot of noise on the TV there, for example, right? A lot of noise and a lot of stuff, and it's just looks hazy, right? It's like all of the lights are bleeding out, although I don't have that much light. Again, see, it's just a couple, but here it's like as if I have the sun right on my head here. So it's not really good in capturing some lights, right? It's gonna be overexpose you at times, at least for this camera there. But for the creative, it's pretty good. And again, going back to our side by side, you can also see the clarity on my face. For example, the skin tone, of course, for the Logitech C922 Pro is a little bit different. I think the C922 Pro has like an automatic color correction or something. Both of them are also on automatic exposure, right? So their algorithm software are doing some things there, and you will see that the creative live cam is pretty good, right? A lot better. This one is actually a lot better than dimming down, right, the exposure on the TV because it's turned off. So it's good in dimming that down, while the Logitech is struggling and it's still really bright. All right, now this one is a really good test because as you can see, I pull up my old recording of or old video for a headphone, I believe, or earphone. I believe it's the Neobuds Pro. But yeah, if you notice here, it's again the Logitech C922 Pro is doing a really good job in balancing the exposure here. But then this webcam is basically for your face, right? So the creative is actually doing better and still maintaining the details on the face, while this one I'm just totally dark and no details anymore. I can't see anymore. Both of them are on automatic exposure, but I'm interested, the creative live cam is actually not changing that much. So what I can say is that the automatic exposure on the Logitech C922 Pro is very aggressive. Okay, now some little things. The creative live cam 2K is also showing a little bit of LED light when in use. So I can see it actually opening here, which is, in fairness, in the Logitech, there's also like a little bit of, it's not ring light, but just two left and right, like a parenthesis light to indicate that it's working. Although it's very subtle, sometimes you won't notice it or you won't realize of noticing it. But in the live cam, it's just a really circle, a small dot of white LED, which will absolutely tell you that it's capturing. Now, for final thoughts, let me go back to the main one here and toggle real quick and ask you, what are your thoughts actually on this camera? So again, this is the Creative Live Cam B3 2K resolution. So if you're in the market of a new webcam or something, I will absolutely advise to get the Creative and not the C922 anymore. Although the C922 is was really popular, I believe it is still popular, but I think it's kind of like overpriced to on what it works already. It's just 1080p, not even 2K. But the price is just bananas, right? But yeah, let me know down in the comments below, guys, what are your thoughts about this test? Would you pick Creative Live camera or Logitech's? They don't have, a lot of expensive features like 4K or something like that, but yeah, they're pretty good. Now, before we actually go, I would like to show you the audio. I'm pretty sure nobody will use, right, or none of you will use the audio or the microphone from the webcam, but hey, it's worth to test, because if you don't have a camera like this, at least you can have a backup, or you can still use the camera from the Creative. So let's go back and make sure that we're on the Creative Live Cam V3 first, as of this very moment, and I'm going to change my microphone into that one. All right, so now this microphone, right, is coming out of Creative Live Cam 2K. Again, this audio that you're hearing right now is coming from Creative Live Cam 2K V3. So again, at this very moment, you're still hearing the Creative Live Cam 2K microphone. Changing it to the C922 Pro stream in 3, 2, 1. All right. Now the microphone or the audio that you're hearing is coming from the Logitech, right? So this is coming from this camera now with the quality as well. Microphone is coming on that one. So again, the audio of this is coming from the Logitech C922 Pro. All right, so that's about it for today, guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions, any comments. Again, what are your thoughts about this camera? Are you team Logitech or team Creative in this one? For now, it's no brainer. I bought the new Creative, so I'm gonna have to use it, right? It's a new one. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions as well. go ahead and comment. I always answer my questions. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet to the channel. I review a lot of products like this so that it will help you in your purchase decision, right? Just in case you're gonna buy a new product, at least you can check my channel if I already review it. But that's all for today. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Stay safe and see you on my next one. Peace.